What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the Humble Hacker from Chi-Town, Chironin, back with another video. And today we're doing
Pelican flag. Come on, Pelican.
from the OffSec Proving Grounds, and we're upping the difficulty a little bit just to see what this feels like. So let's give this one a shot. So let's go ahead and grab the IP here and perform our always #1 step, which is the nmap, right? Using safe scripts, enumerate all versions, output all formats, then the output file name, and the IP address. And as always, I already did this, so let's go ahead and check it out. Hang on. Let's see, where did it save my stuff at? Oh, it looks like it didn't save after all. That is really peculiar. But we'll just go ahead and redo this anyway here. So let's go ahead and bring this up again. Let's just do this first, just for speed's sake. Alright, so we have these particular IP addresses up. Now let's go ahead and see what they're about. So it's gonna do something different and show how to kind of like filter this down, and kind of like why I always go through my normal nmap command here. So we got our ports right here, just running a regular scan for all ports, right? So we check each individual one by using the -P and then just putting the port number right after it. We don't really have to worry about 22s, right? We don't need to mess with it, so we can go and check everything else out though. So we got 139, 445, 631, 8080, and 8081. 8081, I said. Then take our IP address, paste that right on the tail end. Let's fix this. Okay. And my dumbass forgot something. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and check the versions out on these things. Alright, so now we got some more data. So for the service versions, so we have this running in Gen X for 8081. 8080 is running JEDEC. Number 631 is running cups. So these are our services and our service versions. So let's start from the top down. So we got this her for cups 2.2. So let's go look for something with that, right? I didn't say 202, damn it. I said 2.2. Damn, fat finger on the wrong damn button. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's this. So we got remote code execution, but hold up. Can't use this because this is under 2.0.3 and this is cups 2.2, so this ain't gonna work. So let's change the wordage on this thing. Alright, so still we ain't got nothing. Alright, so our next step is search exploit and seeing what this one has. So it's basically the same thing here. Alright, so we have SSH. Again, we don't have any username, so we can't touch that. So we got two other ones. So we got port 8080 and then we got 8081. So we go over to our browser. We go 8080. We get Nasta. Now if we go to 1, what do we get there? Alright, we got, looks like an application exhibitor for Zookeeper version 1.0. Alright, so we have an application name and we have a version. So let's see what the hell this is. So let's look up Zookeeper this time. Clear this out of my face. Alright, so we have denial of service. Don't really want to do that. These are always last resort. So let's see if we can find exhibitor for Zookeeper. Okay, so let's try that one out. Version 1.0 exploit. Okay, so we have a 1.0 zoo management system unauthenticated remote code execution. So let's see what this is all about. All right, so okay, so this is a request here. It looks like this is maybe like an example. So let's keep on going. So unauthenticated users can access this address if they can upload malicious PHP instead. Okay, where's my freaking mouse? There we go. All right, let's go down a little bit further. See what else we have here. Okay, so it looks like this is just regular, just code here. So not really giving us much from here. So let's look up a bit more. Okay, let's take out Zookeeper and see what we get. Okay, we did get something that said that there was a exploit DB, but here's another one for Exhibitor Web UE. Okay, RCE. So what is this? All right, so let's go down. Scroll down. Okay, so what is this? Here we go. So based on how this argument is passed, there are several ways to execute arbitrary commands. The methods tested were surrounding the command with backticks using $, insert parentheses, for example. Okay, so it looks like we can run remote code execution by calling this, but where though? Okay, here we go. Another one. Look up one line. There we go. The contents of the Java invite script field are passed in as JVM flags. All right, cool. So what this says is that in here, what is it? Okay, exhibitor through here. So we're gonna go here. Okay, all right. Here's that entry. So we read that join again, and they say if it's here, we could open up a reverse shell by using this command. So we're gonna go ahead and enter that right there. Take discover and confirm our IP address, which is correct. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this, right, and place this in this field. Actually, no, we need to enable editing. Put that in this field. Now, next move, split this. Now we run ncat on port 44. We go ahead and click on commit all at once. Now, click on OK, get that out of my face. Now we go back over to our netcat session. And we should get a reverse connection. Yeah, we do. All right, cool. So we got a blank prompt here. So the best way and the only way we need to fix this is by using the TTY escape. So let's bring up our browser. Look up TTY escape. Okay. We get Python right here. So let's go ahead and highlight that. Paste that there. And now we got a prompt here. All right. So first things first. Get our bearings for the privilege escalation session here, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to go, who am I? We are Charles. Now let's see what Charles can do by you hitting up sudo L. Okay, so it looks like he has all the power to use G-core. Now when we see this, we go over to get the fuck out of here and look for what G-core is. So all right, so here's G-core. So how does this escalation work? This works as a file read. So not really as a prompt, but we could read files. So this says, let's read this. It could be used to generate core dumps of running processes. Such files often contain sensitive information such as open files, content, cryptographic keys, passwords, etc. This command produces a binary file called core.pid that is then often filtered with strings to narrow down relevant information. All right, cool. So what this is basically saying, right, I don't know if I'm talking too fast. I'm going to slow it down. So what this joint is saying is that we need to find a process that is ran by root and then we can use G-Core to save that as a file, and then use the strings command to read that file. Alright, so we're in our session, and the main way that we look for running processes running as root, let me go ahead and I'll leave this up, is running ps aux. And let's go, this is grep root, so it'll give us all the processes running as root. So, or maybe Charles, okay. So let's go ahead and scroll up a bit here and see what we can find that are root worthy processes. So we have stuff with network managers, not really anything to float with, but it's been, here's something, password store. What process is this, 494? All right, so what we do in order to get this, because this means that we can run G-Core as sudo, like as root. So we go sudo, oh my god, sudo G-Core. I want the output of the process 494. So I'm going to go ahead, enter. Alright, now I saved it. Then when I hit ls, we're going to see that output 494 there. So to read this, we go strings. Oops. Output 494, hit enter. Now we got all the strings that were in this file. Alright, so we go, let's see what this is all about. Okay, look at that. We have a root user and password. Looks like we have root's password. So now that we have root's password, we could easily switch up as root. So we're going to go sudo root. Going to ask me the password for Charles. Oops, holy hell, crap, damn. I did not save this like I was supposed to. Wrong damn command. That's my bad. I'm supposed to go. Hold up. There we go. Switch user root. My bad. Enter root's password. Wait, did it take my damn? Wait. If I can stop fat fingering this damn thing. There we go. Now we enter root user's password, and now we are root. We type in who am I? We are root. Oh, then that's right. We have two users, and we need the flag files for them. So backing up a step, simply go over to home. We have user Charles. There is no tab autocomplete. There's that. And there's that. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the Pelican box from OffSec Proving Grounds. I'm Sharon. You guys have yourself a great day.